Woke up to an ice storm this morning at CREEKVIEW Acres. I'll show you some of the trees. There you can see the icicles. We probably got maybe a 1/4 inch of ice. Enough to make the trees sag. You can see that limb right there. It's almost to the ground. Hear my feet crunching there as I walk. I'll try to talk loud enough to where you can hear me. There you see some buds on the trees there that's covered in ice. I do my best to walk around the property at least once a day, sometimes twice, so I'm going to take you along as I do my normal walk, and we'll look at some of the pretty ice on the trees. Crunchy, crunchy. You see the grass there, the amount of ice. There's a tree that fell during the last heavy rain that we got. See, this fell across the creek there. Quite a bit of cold wind hit me in the face. It's in the upper 20s right now. Not going to get much warmer during the day. Not a lot of this is going to melt today. There's none of it that's dripping, so I don't believe we're going to get much melting today. And we got some snow on top of the ice last night. You can see the house top of the dormer roof there. It's white. Even on the ground you see a little bit of snow. Ice on the trees is definitely pretty. As long as it doesn't get any more than what we got, that way the power will stay on. And here's a good example of how heavy ice is. This limb right here, normally it's 10 foot off the ground or more. And you can see it's about 3 feet or 4, maybe 4 feet off the ground now. That ice really weights it down. And you can hear the ice crackling around. I probably don't need to be standing under these trees. I just thought of that. Another view behind the house here of the pine tree and the other trees. Long icicles there. And pine tree limbs are all the way on the ground on this upper side of the tree. But as soon as it melts, they will pop right back into shape. Won't hurt a thing. There's our little waterfall. The creek is pretty high right now. We've had some rains and then snow, and so it's up a little bit. Normally that little waterfall is really visible. It'll drop off maybe a foot or so from a higher level to the lower level, and makes a pretty little waterfall. Just a cold winter day with ice on the trees and ice on the grass, ice on everything. There's one little small limb that's broke off of a tree up there somewhere. There's an example of the ice that we have hanging on the limbs. About 1.5 inches long maybe. Normally we can walk under these limbs right here. And that one's probably 2 foot off the ground, maybe. Normally these are 8 or 10 feet above the ground, so ice is pretty heavy. There's the power lines. You can see they have ice hanging from them. But luckily, we still have power and everything is fine. There's the road we live on. See, it's still got, looks like some slick spots, but there's traffic coming by. There's one right now. There's another one. I guess as long as you're careful. Looks like it is kind of slushy, so probably not as slick as it looks. That's just a quick look of our little ice storm we had last night. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks.